I'm on the clock in 2 leagues at picks 307 and 312. And my thought process starts with the league format. So let's take a look. And this league, the first one here is a start two tight end format where you have to start two tight ends no matter what. So for me, tight ends really important. You can see on my current team that I've got at the tight end position, and I'm actually over here on the right side, I've got all the way down here, Davis Allen, Mike Gesicki, TJ Hawkinson, K. Dotton, and Tucker Kraft. So I've got some guys there. My best one's coming off of injury. So for me, I'm definitely interested in taking a look at some of the available tight ends. And really, the best one that I'm thinking of considering here is Theo Johnson, tight end out of Penn State. He was picked at pick 107 by the New York Giants. And Theo Johnson, he's a bit of a giant himself. 6'6", 259 pounds. I've got his profile for the relative athletic score up. Let's see where they've got him measured. 6'6", 257, so accurate there. 4.57, 40-yard dash. And, I mean, this is Theo Johnson's RAS score is ranked 2 out of 1,105 tight ends all the way back from 1987 until now. So this is really impressive profile that I'm seeing here. This guy, I've broken down some film that is cut up of Theo Johnson. He's a good blocker. Wasn't really doing too much in the pass game, but still, this guy, I think, can be, really helpful in the situation that the Giants have found themselves in, where Darren Waller may or may not leave. He is considering retirement, and if Waller stays, Theo Johnson has a really good tight end to learn from. Waller did have a lot of injuries this past season, so there wasn't really an option that helped make up that production. Daniel Bellinger had a good rookie season, but then this next season just wasn't able to get in the rhythm of it. They were down to the backup quarterbacks, backup 2 and 3, so maybe that had something to do with it. But they've gone out. The Giants have decided to get Theo Johnson added to the roster. So I think for me, I'm going to take a shot on this guy. Just really like the athleticism. Maybe it'll take him a couple years to get revved up, but in a 2 tight end format, absolutely think Theo Johnson can help me out. Locking in the pick there. And let's go on to the other league where I had a bunch of rookie picks, and I'm at 312, end of the 3rd round. And, this team, again, I'm not too concerned about the year 1 production of this team. I do want to build a solid foundation. So, this is, tight end premium, 1.5 points per reception. That's not the biggest premium that's out there. So I don't necessarily want to reach on tight end based on that. However, because I do like the idea of maybe getting the starter for the Giants, they only have Malik Neighbors there, who I do have as well. I like the idea of maybe Theo Johnson is a good option in the future. Could be the potential number 2 or 3 option. Maybe if he's the number 2, this would be a really big hit in the future. And I assume at some point they get a new quarterback over there. So this is kind of surprising, but I'm going to go Theo Johnson again here just for the premium. I think if one of these tight ends I've got here hits, this should be really good. I'm not really looking for trade value, just trying to get some good options since I'm kind of starting from scratch with this team. So again, Theo Johnson, welcome to the team. All right, so that was easy. Only going to have to make one thumbnail for this one. Theo Johnson is going to be hopefully the tight end of the future here. May not want to get him too much more, but don't want to have too much exposure. But still, like what Theo Johnson can do, and I think he's got a lot of room to improve, to be honest. And he'll have the athleticism to make sure he can get on the field, and he does have that fundamental blocking already that'll make sure he gets on the field. So coaches are going to like him, and I think there's a chance that he could be an asset for us in fantasy.